Today I'll be doing Beyblade physics on Perfect Phoenix from the Pro Series. And for sample bays, I have Revive Phoenix and Dread Phoenix Polish Friction S. I'm going to start off with a battle between Revive and Perfect. Three, two, one, let it rip! As you can see, it definitely has better stamina. I don't know why I took Revive apart just then. I'm just going to put it back. I think I'm going to do a battle against Dread Phoenix now. 3, 2, 1, let it rip! Ooh, that was some action. As you can see, all the Phoenix bays have a gimmick where if they take a little bit of burst damage, they have this armor that comes off, and it stays in the stadium too. So it can either take damage to your opponent, or sometimes it can take damage to you too. With Perfect's armor, it's a lot like the Dread armor, except the Dread armor for Hasbro was all plastic, and this one is plastic and metal. All this silver, and even the stuff under the red, because the red and yellow are stickers, that's all metal, so it's pretty heavy. I got a scale here. I'm just going to weigh it until... So, the Dread armor weighs 3.3. The Revive armor weighs 2.8. And the Perfect armor weighs 8.4. So definitely a lot heavier. And the parts combo for Perfect Phoenix, it has Friction, which is like a better version of Friction S. And at first glance, Friction S doesn't look that similar, but once you get them side by side, you can definitely see the similarities of the shapes. Like they just took away all the gimmicks out of it and put in this slingshot thing. With this one, that the red is a rim of rubber, and the white is some special super smooth POM plastic. And this is the first time Hasbro has made a actual POM tip, and it's super smooth, so good for stamina. For the disc, it has, I'm trying to get the frame off. It has 8 dash. It's kind of like a upgrade of the 8 disc. You can definitely see the similarities. I'm just gonna weigh them out. I don't know why I turned the scale off. The 8 disc I have here weighs 14 grams, and 8 dash weighs 13.2. So it's actually a little bit lighter 8 dash than 8. That's interesting. But the real big thing about this is the proof frame. And proof frame, it originally came with Geist Fafnir, and with the Pro Series, we've got all the parts now for Geist, except the actual Geist layer, so hoping they make a Geist layer. But proof, it's pretty round, has some little edges to it, and the reason I put polish on Dread is to properly compare them, because I think that performance-wise, polish No, proof is basically polish, but better. And they both start with P too, so that's interesting. They're both pretty round, but they have a different shape. This one is completely round and downsloped, but this one isn't as downsloped, but it has some bumps on it. For me, I've noticed that whenever polish makes contact with the stadium, it basically just scrapes out. And it pretty much does, yeah. But polish, it still does scrape some, but it definitely retains more stamina when it does so than polish does. And then for the layer without the armor, it's the same as the Revive, except with more details, and all this silver is metal. The actual Phoenix thing is a lot shinier, which I like, and of course the sticker details. Other than that, it's pretty much the same. Oh yeah, and it has teeth instead of slopes. Gonna put them back together and do a few more battles. See? It didn't have too much stamina, but whenever polish makes contact with the stadium, it just spins out. Whereas this one, it's round enough so that it doesn't take away too much stamina, but it's bumpy enough so that it still stays upright. I think that's what's going on. And another thing you might be noticing is that the armor of Revive and Dread Phoenixes come off a lot more easily than the armor on Perfect Phoenix. That's because these two use slopes, so it's a lot more easier for it to just move slightly out of place and the armor just flies off. Whereas this one, teeth are a bit stronger, so it takes a bit more it takes a click to get the armor off, which still isn't much, but it's more than what it takes for these other two. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Both the armors went off there. And yeah, also, since the armor, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but since the armor has much more weight than the other two, once it comes off, it can do a lot more damage than either of Revive or Dread's Phoenix's armor. But I think that's it for now, and thanks for watching.